Have you ever wondered what lurks in the shadows of the forest when you're all alone? Today, I'm sharing three bone-chilling true stories from people who encountered the unimaginable while isolated in the woods. Our first story takes us to 2015, when a solo hiker ventured to an abandoned fire lookout deep in the forest. After a grueling 5-hour hike through dense terrain with no defined path, he finally reached the lookout tower that seemed surprisingly stable despite being abandoned for years. As night fell, he noticed something disturbing, a flickering orange light moving between the trees below. Not a flashlight, but something resembling a torch. Later, he spotted a figure standing at the base of the tower, silently staring up at him. When he called out, the stranger merely raised a hand before disappearing into the darkness. The hiker managed to fall asleep, only to be awakened by the haunting sound of the metal ladder creaking. Someone was climbing up to his isolated perch. In panic, he grabbed his backpack and fled, barely escaping a dark figure that chased him around the tower's walkway. Thanks to his GPS, he managed to navigate back to his car through the pitch-black forest and never returned. Our second story involves a man who went camping at a secluded lake, a spot he'd visited since childhood where he'd never encountered another person. On his second day while walking around the lake, he discovered fresh barefoot prints in the dirt, prints that hadn't been there during his previous circuits. Someone was watching him. As night fell, two strangers emerged from the darkness, a man and woman standing just at the edge of his campfire's light. When he asked if he could help them, the woman sprinted back into the woods without a word. The man, barefoot, silently followed moments later. Terrified, the camper packed up and began the 2-hour hike back to civilization. Throughout his journey, he heard running footsteps circling him in the darkness, quiet, barefoot sprints that would approach then suddenly retreat. He never discovered who these people were or what they wanted, but sometimes wonders if they were even alive at all. Our final story comes from a 24-year-old woman living in a camper van, traveling through Washington state. She preferred the isolation of forest campsites over crowded urban areas, finding safety in seclusion. One rainy evening, while parked deep in the woods, she noticed a strange light reflecting through her window, a light that seemed to switch off when she turned to look. Later that night, through the pounding rain and thunder, she heard movement outside her van, running footsteps, followed by voices. Then came knocking on her door, and a man claiming to be from the sheriff's department, demanding she open up. Suspicious of this claim, she peeked out to see a figure with no law enforcement gear. Making a split-second decision, she jumped into the driver's seat and managed to escape as two people ran toward her van. The county later confirmed no officers were in that area that night, confirming her worst fears about what might have happened had she opened that door. These stories remind us that sometimes the real monsters aren't supernatural. They're the unknown human threats lurking in isolated places where help is far away. If you enjoyed these chilling true stories from the woods, subscribe for more thrilling content that will keep you on the edge of your seat. And remember, next time you're alone in the woods at night, you might not be as alone as you think.